And we are live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to BWTM Sports. We have with us, and we're a pleasure to have with us again, world-class trainer, Abel Sanchez. Abel, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. Great to hear your voice and great to hear from you again. It's been a while.
Yes, it has.
Okay, well, let's get straight down to business. The Canelo situation. Can you give us from your side of things when you first heard about this situation?
Well, I was disappointed. Disappointed in the fact that they'd be so dumb as to get into that predicament.
Okay. So when did you first hear about it? How did you first come to know about it?
Let me see. I want to say that we were in the gym training, and somebody called me and told me about it, and then I read it on the internet.
Okay. And your initial reaction to it?
Like I said, I was disappointed. I was disappointed that he would allow himself to get into that situation, knowing that this is such an anticipated fight.
Well,
I have no knowledge of what he done, so all I can do is just continue to train, and hopefully they're gonna get past that. The hearing is the 18th, but he gave up the right to fight, I guess, yesterday.
Why do you think he decided to make the decision to pull himself out? If people are saying he's not, if he's not guilty, then it shouldn't be a problem. Why has he pulled himself out, in your opinion?
I think the lack of concentration. I think that this is weighing heavy on him.
Okay.
The fact that he's going to go in front of the commission, the fact that he's being chastised, he's being questioned, all those things. In order to fight Golovkin, you're going to have to be 100%. You got to be 100% mentally. He may be physically 100%, but mentally it's going to be difficult for him to concentrate. At least that's what I believe.
What do you believe of? What are your thoughts about when you heard it could have been because of the Mexican cows?
I laughed. I laughed because it seems like that's the excuse that several other fighters have had, and that's the excuse that's easy to give. I think that we have to wait to the 18th and see what kind of investigation the commission done, and to see what really is what they found out, and then we'll know a little more about it. For us to speculate, I think, would be foolish. I think it's unfair to Canelo.
Absolutely. There was some media talk. I'm not sure if Gennady Golovkin was misquoted, so I've got to be careful what I say. But it's come out somehow in the media that Gennady Golovkin said, "Well, I felt he was cheating in the first fight."
I don't think that's exactly what he said, but he may have insinuated that to the translator.
Okay.
But there's been rumors, and there was rumors back then. Of course, this doesn't do any good to talk about those things. Now they talk about it because he's tested positive for a couple tests.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that he was misquoted. I'm sure that he insinuated that.
Okay, and your personal feelings?
You know what? I'm a coach. I don't pretend to be a chemist. I don't pretend to know anything about that. I've never experienced anything like that in my career. So I hate to speculate. I hate to act like I'm smart about that, because I'm not. That's why you hire people like Father. That's why the commission, I'm sure, is doing a thorough investigation. At least I hope. And once those experts determine what he did, then I think we have to follow that. I think that we put those people in place to protect the fighters, to protect all of us. And if we don't trust them, once they do protect us and with their opinions, then why should they be there? So we have to believe what it is that they come up with, what that they determined was the cause. But until the 18th, we won't know.
Okay. If Canelo is indeed suspended, has pulled himself out of the fight's been cancelled, how much of a blow is this to Gennady and yourself and to Team GGG?
It's not really. It's more of a blow to boxing. I think the boxing is taking some negative blows in the last couple of years. Scoring in the last fight for Golovkin Canelo. and then for this to come out and for him to be one of the premier fighters to be tested positive, I think it hurts boxing. For us, we hope to fight on the 5th. We go on with Canello's career. We have to be concerned with Canello's career, not what's going to happen to Canelo.
Okay, we've got a few people in the room and call it the new name is Canelo Alvaroids.
Well, that's too bad because again, it hasn't been completely established that he did do anything wrong. We want to assume that he's clean, but who knows? Okay,
let's talk. We've gone back and forth over the years, and we've joked and bantered between one another. But one of the things that's been very keen and clear about Gennady Golovkin and Team Golovkin and yourself mainly has been that Gennady's ambition and hunger to be undisputed middleweight champion of the world. This was something that you've always talked about, and you always said, well, you know, after you face Canelo, we'd be looking to face Billy Joe Saunders. It's just ironic. Billy Joe Saunders is now out. The fight with him and Martin Murray got fixed because of some injury. Billy Joe Saunders is now potentially available, and Golovkin's available. Why? What is the plan? Are you guys going to go forward and try and take on Billy Joe Saunders, or are you going to fight a lesser opponent?
I think for the 5th he's unavailable.
Okay.
The May 5th he's unavailable. He's got a hurt hand until the 21st of June. That's why they rescheduled the fight.
Okay.
Frank has been very adamant about the fact that he won't be ready for the 5th.
Okay.
But as far as Billy Joe Saunders, in the past, there's always been something wrong with him when we wanted to make a fight. Whether it was money, whether it was he wasn't ready, there was a lot of issues. Today, I guess he's with somebody different. He's with Dominic. So maybe he'll be ready. But I think that we have to worry about the 5th and not worry about Billy Joe Saunders. Our concern is not Billy Joe Saunders. Our concern is to make sure that Gennady Golovkin keeps fighting and continues with his career. If Billy Joe Saunders is available in the next situation, in the next time that Golovkin is going to fight, and they can come to terms, that's always been my thing with you and telling you is that there's a lot of ways to turn down a fight, and he's found about every way, just like Eubanks did before. If he's available and he's willing to fight for belts instead of the lottery, then I guess they'll make the fight. But I've heard him say that he wanted $7 million to fight Danny Jacobs. He's got to understand that kind of money's not available. Now, if Frank can make the kind of offer to Golovkin to go over there, and him and Tom and Gennady come to terms for the kind of money that Gennady is used to getting, well then, okay, then they can make the fight. But it comes to a point where Saunders is the big fighter. He's the backup plan. He's going to have to be reasonable.
Well, Saunders says he's no backup plan for anybody, and he says that.
He's the backup plan.
Right.
He's the backup plan, Ingram, because he's got nowhere to go. He is the guy that's waiting on the sidelines for Golovkin to call him. Golovkin's not waiting for him. He's waiting on the sidelines, so he's the backup plan.
But isn't that the plan, to be undisputed middleweight champion of the world?
Of course it's the plan, but it's not the plan that somebody doesn't want to fight. You can't force somebody to get in the ring with you. And when I say that because he can be available but be unavailable. And we've talked about this before.
Yeah, of course.
If he really wants to fight Golovkin, he'll be available. Available in a way that the fight is possible, or Frank can come up with something that is feasible for Golovkin, and we go over there.
Okay.
But the bottom line is, he is the backup plan.
Okay. Now let's talk about opponents. In terms of fighting a super fight with Canelo, which is what a lot of people see as a super fight with Canelo, to lose that fight, to then move to fight somebody who potentially, who already has been beaten by Chris Eubank Jr. and Billy Joe Saunders in Spike O'Sullivan. I love the Spike.
Understand. Well, first of all, understand this.
Okay.
We never said we're fighting Spike O'Sullivan. Spike O'Sullivan was in the running and has been mentioned by a lot of other people. We have not said that we're fighting Spike O'Sullivan. They may have said that, but we've never said it. so that that he fancies himself available. Okay, well, he's one of the guys. But I can tell you, there's 4 or 5 guys that are available.
Of course, we're just going to go through them. Now, I love Spike, and I think he's a good fighter. And we spoke about Spike O'Sullivan a year or 2 back. We talked about Spike O'Sullivan and Gennady Golovkin. But after fighting Canelo, is there not a sense within Team Golovkin that they want to seize the moment? You fought Canelo, you know, you believe you won the fight against Canelo, then maybe another high-profile opponent would be next in line on May the 5th?
You tell me what high-profile opponent you're talking about.
Well, there's talk. There's talk about maybe Gilberto Ramirez at super middleweight. Would you take that fight?
You know, I think we would, but I don't think Gennady wants to move up to 68 right now. He's comfortable at 160, makes 160, so I don't know. Again, those guys say they're available, but when it comes time to do it, they're not available, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
So I think it's a matter of Bob and Tom getting together, but I don't believe Gennady wants to move up in this fight anyway. Maybe in September or the next year he will, but for this fight he doesn't want to move up. He was 167 yesterday, so.
Okay, so so we put that to one side. Andrade said he's available.
Andrade brings nothing to the table. I've said to you in the past,
yes,
these guys have to understand they have to keep themselves busy and relevant. They need to be fighting. They can't just be waiting for a lottery ticket. They have to keep themselves relevant and fighting on a level that makes them viable for a fight.
Okay.
They can't just be looking for one payout. You know?
Okay. Charlo.
Charlo right now is committed to fight. Who's he committed to fight? Somebody, Centeno, I think.
Okay.
So I wouldn't even consider him anyway. I think that Charlo is, if he, I said this to you in the past, I think he's very disrespectful. I think that he's that saying that somebody said to me, he woke up on third base and thought he hit a triple. You know, he's got to earn the right to fight the best middleweight in the world. Okay.
Danny Jacobs.
Now that's a fight that I would love to see again.
Why?
Just because I think that Danny, for a lot of different reasons, Danny is, to me, one of the most deserving middleweights out there to fight Golovkin. Why? Because of his history, because of his fight, because of his character, because of his way of being, because of his fighting style. All the things that you can say positive about a man, that's Danny Jacobs.
So is that an indication that would be a front runner?
I would say that I don't think that Danny would be ready for the 5th, but I would say that Danny Jacobs is probably closer than Charlo, to me anyway, because I think that he represents everything good about boxing.
Okay. But if you've beaten a guy already, why would you not go over old ground? Why would you not want to fight somebody else fresh and different?
Because you want to fight the best in all aspects of it, in my opinion. The best being not only the best fighter, but the best character, the best person for this business, the best person to take this business forward. And I think that's Danny Jacobs. It's not Charlo. Charlo's a punk. Charlo is a guy that just talks smack when he shouldn't be talking smack. He should be earning his right to fight the best middleweight in the world.
People say Devinchenko. Devinchenko
could be down the road. I would say that he's probably 3rd or 4th in line, but Devinchenko is mandatory, I think, for the IBF.
Okay.
So it could be a guy that we face because we're the IBF champion. If the IBF gives us the leeway and Devinchenko's willing to wait for his turn, then I think he could be one guy that we face. Yes.
Okay. So if you can't get Danny Jacobs, who would you think is likely for boxing fans to see in May? Would you say?
For when? For May 5th?
Yes.
That's something that the question has to be posed to Tom. I don't know who he's dealing with. I honestly, all I'm doing is getting Golovkin ready for the 5th. Whomever it is that we fight, I don't think the names that have been mentioned are softball, so I don't got to worry about that.
Okay.
I got to worry about a right-hander. So So if I can continue training and doing the things in the gym that we need to do, then we'll be ready for the 5th. Whomever Tom decides, or whomever they decide to put in their weapons, will be ready for the 5th.
Do you feel that a fight on the 5th and blowing a guy in a couple of rounds proves anything?
It's not a matter of proving anything. Who is out there really that has come close to beating Golovkin? Nobody. So to beat a contender, everybody gets a pass. Why Danny Garcia gets a pass. Thurman gets a pass. Spence gets a pass. Everybody gets a pass. It's not like we designed this particular scenario. Canelo messed up. Canelo messed up, and we got to salvage whatever it is there is out there to salvage. There's a lot of people that have a lot of time and money invested into this promotion that and bought tickets and bought airplane tickets and hotel reservations and all that, and made reservations for vacations. I think that we have to try as hard as we can to salvage the 5th, even if it's not against an elite fighter. I think that Golovkin merits that.
What about this particular name? And a lot of people will shake their heads. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
Well, I shake my head too. I think that unfortunately he has taken himself out of the running by his personal life. I think that he has some issues right now. I don't think he's available to fight, and I think that unless we wanted to fight at cruiserweight, he's really not in the running.
What about Chris Eubank Jr.?
That could be in the running, but he's kind of piped down a little bit. He's not as vocal as he was before. For the 5th to be difficult again, because it's just around the corner.
He's always in the gym. He tells us his dad's got him in the gym every day.
He hasn't said anything. I haven't heard anything from them. George Groves kind of quieted him down a little bit, kind of showed him that he's not really what he thought he was. As I told you, I thought George would win the fight, if you recall that.
Yes.
But I think that for May the 5th, there's got to be some kind of Latin flavor to it, because it is May the 5th. Just like when Floyd used to fight on May the 5th or September 16th, he always fought some kind of Latin surname, so that at least it was in the vein of how would I say it, of the kind of holiday that it is.
Okay, what about the Commonwealth champion, Liam Cameron?
I don't even know who he is.
Liam Cameron. Well, he holds a belt. He holds the Commonwealth title. He won the Commonwealth title off of Sam Sheedy, and he's Commonwealth champion. He holds a belt. Go ahead.
Has he ever fought over here?
No, he's fought. I think he fought in Australia.
Okay, that's right.
He fought in Australia.
No disrespect to him. I'm sure he's a very good fighter.
Yep.
I just have not seen him over here, so I don't really follow.
Well, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. For May, he'd be a great fight because he puts his hands up, he comes forward, throws punches, give and take.
Yeah, but then again, it's May the 5th. The Cinco de Mayo. It's a Mexican holiday.
Well, you want somebody a tear up.
I'm hoping that Tom puts together at least some kind of Latin fighter, whether it be Brazilian or whatever, but just some kind of Latin fighter, because it is Cinco de Mayo.
Someone says, get Murat to cancel his fight.
Why?
This is what
Why would you want to cancel the fight?
people suggest. No, people saying get a guy called Murat to cancel his fight to fight GGG.
Murat. Is that the 75 100?
No, I don't think. I think Jack. I think no. His name's Ryoto Murat.
Oh, Murata.
Yes.
That's the Japanese young man.
Yes.
Again, he's a world champion. He is a world champion. I think he's the regular champion of WBA for us. He could be a mandatory one of these days, but he's a young man that's not going to take a fight in 5 weeks, 6 weeks. The bad thing about this, let me say this. The bad thing about our situation that we find ourselves in is that Canelo and Golden Boy took forever until yesterday to release Canelo from the obligation and release the date and release the arena. So there was no way for anybody to know that they could be in involved on the May the 5th because they took so long. Look, you tested positive, what? Around the 5th or 6th is when they released the dates. I mean, the results. So now we find ourselves a month later. We've wasted 4 weeks of trying to find somebody for that date. If he was guilty or he felt he was guilty, if he was going to be suspended, why did they wait a month before they released the opportunity for somebody else to step in? We only have 5 weeks.
To be honest with you, Spike O'Sullivan does seem like a good fight simply because he'll come forward. He's a bit of a puncher. He'll come forward and he'll have a fight, and he'll fight in short notice to Golovkin.
Again, that is not something I've voiced my opinion to Tom about who the names that he said to me. Spike is not somebody that I turned down, but again, it's got to be something that not only the networks, the arena, Tom, all the situations have to fall into place for that guy to be the opponent. But it also, again, I say it's May the 5th. It's a Mexican holiday. So an Irish guy on a Mexican holiday doesn't sound too appealing.
Yeah, but hold on. Golovkin's not Mexican.
No, but if you get the fodder, the other guy, the opponent to be a Mexican, now we got Cinco de Mayo.
But hold on a second. Wait, hold on. But Mayweather used to fight on Cinco de Mayo, and all the guys he fought weren't Mexican, were they?
Most of them. Most of them were Latins anyway.
Okay. All right. I know a fighter. Oh no, he's what's his name? The Snake. The Snake that fought the Snake knocked down Jacobs in the first fight. The Latin Snake.
Oh, Sergio Mora. He's retired.
No, he's not. He's come back.
Angulo, I understand.
No, he's come back.
Angulo,
yeah.
Fighting Fernando Angulo in the next couple months.
Well.
He has to get back to that level. He's been retired now for a year and a half, 2 years. He's fighting a tune-up fight. What he sees as a tune-up fight against Angulo. I'm sure that if he fights a couple fights, he'll be back in the running for some kind of middleweight title. But
okay, so what you're basically saying to me now, the guy's going to have some sort of stature that Golovkin fights. So if we get a guy that we've never heard, so what you're basically saying to me, we're not going to hear Golovkin fighting some guy who's got like 20 losses on his record, or 10 losses, or 5 losses on his record, and we've never heard of before. He's going to be somebody we know.
I don't think that's something that motivates anybody.
Right.
Not only to buy it, but to train. It's got to be somebody that's got some undefeated fighter that's got a lot of knockouts. That's a big kid. That's on a winning streak, on a knockout streak, something that at least you can say to the public, look, this guy's undefeated. Look, this guy is big. Look, this guy can punch. Look, this guy can maybe defeat Golovkin. This is kind of like a Rocky situation. This is the champion, Golovkin, who hasn't been touched, and we get this unknown that's going to try to beat Golovkin, like Rocky tried to beat Apollo Creed. I think this is a situation we find ourselves in, I think, anyway.
Again, Spike O'Sullivan seems to fit that mold again, but there you go.
He's got two losses. He lost again. You said it yourself. He lost against Eubanks. He lost against Saunders. Really, is he that kind of Rocky? And he's not Latin. I mean, we still have to look at the. I mean, I would love to say today, and I would love for Tom to call me and say, "This is the guy we got," regardless of what it was, because I don't think Tom has done that yet.
Okay.
So if it's him, it's him. It really doesn't matter to me.
Okay, Abel.
To me is that we get it final.
Okay, Abel, we've got a fighter here come up 17-0, high knockout ratio, 16 by KO. He's from Namibia, Walter Kutonda Wanka.
Has he ever fought out in Namibia?
I don't know. God knows. I've never heard the guy in my life.
No, probably not. And so a guy like that is going to be difficult to sell. Why? Because he's probably fought in his hometown against a bunch of guys that he was supposed to beat. But that's how you build up a record. But I think he needs to fight. It needs to be a guy that is at least a spot on either on HBO or an ESPN or TV Azteca or some of those channels where somebody has seen him, and or he holds some kind of junior belt. Again, I'm happy that I'm the coach. I'm happy that I don't have to be dealing with that kind of scenario. I'm sure that Tom is pulling his hair out, but that's his job. I do my job.
What about Miguel Cotto? Is it, Miguel Cotto?
Well, you know what? We tried to make that fight a while back. Miguel's retired. I hope that he's doing well in his retirement. I hope he's enjoying his family because he had a great career. I hope that he doesn't have any or grand delusions of making a comeback because I think he did everything he needed to do in the sport to deserve a break and to deserve that Hall of Fame status that he will be in the Hall of Fame. But I think he gave us some fantastic fights, and we shouldn't even consider punishing him again. Because going in the training camp is a punishment.
I see the light. Rob Brandt. Rob Brandt fought in the Super 6, Super 8, got beat by Bramer on points. Middleweight. He should be. He's in shape. He's Minnesota. Knockout rate. Got a good knockout record.
What's his name?
Rob Brandt.
Rob Brandt.
Yes.
In the final.
He got
beat by Groves, right? Or somebody
no, he got beat by Bramer in the first round in the quarterfinals.
Well, again, that's something that
and he moved up.
Tom is looking at all.
And he moved up to super middleweight.
160.
Yeah, he's naturally he's a natural 160 pounder.
Those are all the things that Tom, as a promoter, and all the networks and the people involved have to look at to see the viability of getting somebody that just got beat. It'd be nice to get somebody that's at least coming off of a couple wins, but to come off of a loss is kind of difficult.
I tell you what, the way you're talking, you're narrowing down the guys that it's a very small group of fighters.
Unfortunately, I'm talking like the networks and Tom and all the people involved that are trying to make this fight are going to be talking. Because that's all the things that they're looking at. That's all the things that they're considering for whom the opponent is going to be. If they don't look at that, then they can't be sold.
So, okay, all right. Well, do you have anybody in mind that you would like to, apart from Danny Jacobs?
You know what? I am in the gym. Honestly, I am in the gym. And in fact, I didn't hear about Canelo bowing out of his fight until I got a phone call in the gym from somebody telling me that he did. I didn't even know he was having a press conference. God's honest truth. And my job is in the gym to make sure that my guy is prepared for whomever. So there's nothing that I can do, positive or negative, regarding the opponent. There's nothing I can do, positive or negative, regarding who it is that they decide to put in front of us. All I can do is prepare my guy to be ready for whomever they put in front of us. I'm sure that when the time comes and they decide, they will tell me. Do you know who would have two good guys? Andy Lee or Matt Kobrov would have been interesting fighters. Yeah, Andy Lee is retired.
Yes.
Matt Kobrov hasn't fought in a while, and last time he fought, he got beat by Andy Lee.
Okay, the other names I've mentioned before that people are asking about, the Charlos and so. Okay, let's put that to one side. Just before we finish, I want a couple of questions to ask you with regards to Chris Eubank Jr.'s fight against Groves. Your thoughts of the aftermath of that now, him training himself. What goes on with him now? What happens with him now?
I think you and I talked about that fight. I told you that George Groves would be too much for him.
Yes.
I told you that George Groves would be not only too big, but too smart and too good of a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Eubank is a flash in the pan right now. He could be a better fighter if he decides to buckle down and do his craft. He's never going to be his father. His father was a great fighter. He's never going to be his father, but he has some skill. But he has to understand that it takes more than just skill. It takes hard work, and it takes shutting your mouth and doing your work in the gym and building yourself back up. He's a very good fighter, not an elite fighter, but he's a very good fighter. I knew that George was going to beat him because George has the better quality career, and he's not one that is doing talking. He's doing the fighting inside the ring. So he's got a difficult fight in front of him to win this tournament. But Chris can rebuild his career. Chris has got to understand that it takes more than talk, and it takes more than daddy saying how great you are to be great.
How's your guy Gassiev getting on?
He's doing very well. He's been in the gym for about 3 weeks now. I guess we fight on the 11th of May. Nobody's told me different, so we're preparing for the 11th of May.
Okay.
I'm going to have a busy beginning of May, so I have Golovkin in Vegas, and then I fly directly out to Saudi Arabia. But we'll find Usyk. We'll find a tough fight. But you know what? At that level, they should all be tough like that.
I heard a rumor that they're going to reschedule that particular date, and it's going to be somewhere in June. They're going to do it.
Well, you have better news than me because I am preparing for May 11th.
Okay.
In Saudi Arabia, and if it doesn't happen, that's okay. We're preparing for that date, and when I find out different, I'm sure I'll find out if it's going to be different way before May 11th. So then we'll just taper back our preparation and prepare for whatever date they tell me.
What do you make of Usyk's recent fight since leaving James Bashir?
No, I'm sorry that he left James because I think James is a very good coach. But these fighters sometimes have these thoughts in their minds about how much better they can do on the other side. You know, the grass is always greener on the other side. But Gassiev is going to show him that he should have stayed with James because we would have had a better fight than we're going to have because Gassiev is going to spank him.
Ooh, ouch, painful. The other night we were honoured to have Dimitri Bivol live on our channel talking to us via the camera. And he talked about the light heavyweight division, and he went on a few days later to knock out Sullivan Barrera. What are your thoughts of Dimitri Bivol?
Very sound fighter, very technically sound, very experienced fighter. Even though he's only got 11 or 12 fights, whatever he has, but he had a great amateur career. Very smart inside the ring, very composed. I think he's going to go a long way. I think he's one. If he's not the number one light heavyweight, he's got to be number 2. But I predicted that he would beat Barrera because he's just too good right now.
Where do you put Anthony Yard in this mix?
You know, I don't even know that man. I've heard his name, but I've never seen him fight, so I don't know. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Adonis Stevenson, Jack?
I think Jack beats him. I think Adonis has been too inactive. And I think Badu Jack is a good fighter, and he will beat him in a decision.
Okay, sounds interesting. Kovalev is fighting Brown.
After the Olympics, my 2 favorites coming out of the Olympics was Marcus Brown and Errol Spence.
Okay.
Those are the 2 guys that I thought were going to go very far in their respective divisions. But I don't think Marcus has been as effective in his division as I thought he would be. That's a very difficult fight for Marcus. Sergey is a mean SOB. He's a guy that is going to go out to hurt you. And Marcus better be ready. But Marcus has got the tools. If you can only get his mentality on track, if you can only get his psyche on track, I think it's a very good fight if that happens. If not, then I think Kovalev wins.
DeGale Truax too.
DeGale who?
DeGale. James DeGale versus Caleb Truax. The rematch.
I think James had a bad night. Caleb Truax is a very good fighter. I've seen him fight several times, but he's not an elite fighter. James DeGale is an elite fighter. I think James had a bad night. I don't think he took Caleb seriously. I think he took him for granted, and Caleb came to fight. You know, these guys, these opponents. You have to remember, these opponents, it's a fight of their life. It's a fight that could change their family's life, their career. And that night, he came to fight. Mentally, he was there. James was not.
Hurd versus Lara.
I like Hurd. Because he's been busier. I like Hurd because he'll be a little bit bigger than Lara. And I don't particularly like Lara's style. I think that Hurd has got the style that's going to be very, very pleasing to the fans.
Okay. Joshua's last performance against Joseph Parker.
I think I told you that I thought, and I've told everybody I thought Anthony Joshua would. I think Anthony Joshua is getting to be a complete fighter. He's not quite there yet, but he'll be a complete fighter very soon. Joseph Parker. I feel we beat him with Andy Ruiz, except we fought in New Zealand, so we're never going to get a decision. But Joseph Parker is a guy that's topped out. He's never going to be any better than he already is. But Anthony Joshua has got potential to be one of the better heavyweights.
On the subject, Andy Ruiz, what's going on? Are you still going to be in his corner? What's the situation with him?
No, Andy just fought about a month ago down in LA.
Yes.
He knocked some guy out in the first round. He's with Manny Robles.
Okay.
Down in LA, and
yes.
I think that's where he's comfortable. I think that Andy Ruiz needs to have the city around him, and he's a very good fighter, but he needs the city around him. He needs to have action around him, and that's not Big Bear.
Okay. Deontay Wilder, Ortiz. A lot of people are having a dig at for Wilder because Ortiz was too old and his fundamentals not there. What are your thoughts on Deontay Wilder?
Before the fight, Ortiz was the killer that was going to knock out Wilder.
Yes.
I said Wilder. Anybody that Wilder hits with the right hand is going to sleep for a couple weeks. Doesn't matter who it is. Whether it's Joshua, whether it's Dylan White, anybody that Wilder hits with the right hand is going to sleep for a couple weeks. Now, the Ortiz fight, Ortiz was supposed to be the biggest threat. It was supposed to beat Wilder.
Exactly.
Wilder took some very big shots from Ortiz, but at the end, Wilder proved to be the better man. Ortiz, we can speculate on how old he is, but before the fight, he was a killer. He was the guy that was going to knock Wilder out, and he couldn't do that.
That's exactly what I said. People still compare the Anthony Joshua win over Klitschko as being a better fight than what Wilder did against Ortiz.
They were both good fights in their own way. I think that the Klitschko Joshua fight was the coming of young and the going of old. I think that Klitschko, how many defenses did he have? Too many defenses to count. He was a great champion for that era, but I think it's Anthony Joshua's time, at least in England right now. I hope they keep him away from Wilder because I think Wilder is liable to knock him out.
Wow. Why do you think Wilder knocked at Anthony Joshua?
Because I think Anthony Joshua gets hit and Wilder hits you with the right hand, you're going to sleep.
But people will think that, Joshua will hit Wilder with the same right hand.
Wilder's never been hurt, never been down. If you think that Ortiz hurt him, you're mistaken. Ortiz didn't hurt him. He hit him with some good shots, but it didn't hurt him. And Ortiz is a big puncher, not like Joshua. Joshua's not a puncher. Joshua's a very good athlete. Kind of sloppy at times. I think he's muscle bound. I think he's going to be very slow against Wilder. And if Wilder hits him like he did Stavern, Joshua's going to sleep.
Very interesting you say that. Very interesting. Pulev's going to be fighting Dillian White, we understand.
Wait a minute. Joshua is the better technical fighter.
Yes.
Joshua's got some nice moves, nice style, but the right hand is lethal from Wilder.
Very interesting. So you'd pick Wilder to beat Joshua when it comes down to it.
Absolutely.
Very, very interesting.
I like Joshua. Don't get me wrong. I like Joshua because I think he represents everything there is nice in boxing. He's a good-looking dude. He's a very honorable man. He's a very respectful man. He gives you everything in the ring. He fights a great fight. But when it comes down to it, that doesn't win fights.
Very interesting.
That wins fans.
Very interesting. Dillian White against Pulev.
Dillian White.
Easy?
Easy.
What do you think of the Brown fight? What do you think of when he fought Brown?
You know, Brown was the guy that was built up in Australia. Is that where he was from?
Yes.
He was built up to have a great record, fighting a bunch of imported guys that were coming in unprepared to face what they faced, not only crowd, but the country and everything about it. He had a good record, but was not prepared for the elite level. Dillian White has had some very good fights at the elite level, and he's a very good fighter. I knew that was going to happen. There was no doubt in my mind Dillian White was going to. I didn't think it was going to be a 6-round knockout. I thought it would be later on in the fight when he wore him down, but Dillian White showed me that he belongs up there in the top 4 or 5 heavyweights.
Lomachenko, Linares.
Lomachenko's too young. Linares has had a great career. He's one of my favorite fighters as far as the style is concerned. He moves so well. He's such a pretty fighter inside the ring. His movements and he's so poetic with his stuff that he does in the ring. But Lomachenko's on a different level. Okay,
interesting. Abel, what are your thoughts on promoters, and what do you think it takes to be a great promoter?
I think you I'm going to tell you, just like a coach. needs to have a product. If you don't have the product, I don't care who you are. You're not magicians, whether you're a promoter, a manager, or a coach. If you don't have the product to be able to take you and to be able to develop, I should say, and take you to those levels, then it doesn't matter how good you think you are. There's a lot of legends in their own mind out there, promoters, managers, and coaches that never amount to anything. If you don't have that special talent, you're never going to go anywhere.
Okay, final question. Final question of the night, Abel. I heard, I read, I saw statements. You were talking about particular fighters with particular styles that don't sell. Now, I want to hear it from your mouth, not what I've read from the media. You said certain fighters don't sell because of their styles. Can you elaborate on that further?
Absolutely. My comment in a conversation was that the safety first style of today,
yes,
with some black fighters,
yes,
you can't sell. Now, Anthony Joshua, I would pay ringside ticket to watch him fight.
Right.
Errol Spence, oh my God, what a fighter! What a fighter! Terrence Crawford, what a fighter! I'm talking about the safety first style that some guys. There's no reason to mention any names, but you know who they are.
There's only one name I can see that comes to mind is Mayweather.
No, Mayweather. Understand this. You have to understand Mayweather. In the recent fights, you never saw Mayweather clinch.
No.
You never saw Mayweather's always in that little shell and always ready to punch. He has a style of that you call Mayweather. You don't call black style. You don't call it Mexican style. You call it Mayweather style.
Right.
In the past, when Mayweather first came up at 130, 135, look at some of his fights. He was probably one of the best offensive fighters of his era.
Absolutely.
Offensive fighters of his era, not defensive fighters. That those fights that he had against Castillo were traumatic. Why? Because he was an offensive fighter, not a defensive fighter. As he grew older, he kind of remodeled them. I don't know if that's the right word. His style to suit the times, right, and to suit his age.
Right.
But you never see Floyd Mayweather clinch. You never see him do anything that's even halfway defensive, other than the shoulder roll, other than the counters that he does. He's a beautiful fighter. He's not a safety first fighter. He's a fighter that's going to go out and knock you out. There's other fighters, and when I made that comment, I said safety first style that does not sell. People don't want to see that. People do not want to see that.
But,
a fan does not want to pay to go see somebody hold, clutch, and make it a boring fight.
Okay.
They want to see Joshua. They want to see Spence. They want to see Crawford.
Okay.
That's what they want to see.
But I think what some people got dissatisfied with.
They also want to see Kell Brook. They also want to see Kell Brook. I love to watch him fight.
I don't want to see Kell Brook versus Gennady Golovkin too. It's okay. Thank you.
No, not that one. Just anybody that Kell Brook fights. Because you know why he comes to fight? It's a ballsy dude. He comes to fight regardless of who he's up against.
I think
that's the kind of fighter that people will pay to see.
I think what some people found was the fact that you had to use the word black fighters and not just because Klitschko had a very boring style. He clinched and healed.
But wait a minute. They only said that. See, everybody's got an agenda. Everybody's got a.
I know. That's why I asked you.
A racist thing or a dramatic thing.
Yeah.
That's not what I said. If you look at the whole interview and you take it out of context, of course that's what they're going to take. But the comment was the safety first. Today's what's that other quote they say? The science, the science of boxing. There's no science. I'm sorry.
I agree with you.
One guy across the way that wants to kick the shit out of the guy on the other side. That's not a science, man.
I agree with you.
But they want to say that the science of boxing, the hit and don't get hit. I'm sorry, that does not sell. And that's what I said. That was my conversation with the person that was in front of me. That they took one piece of it and blew it out of proportion. That's them. But you know what? I don't care. I said what I had to say, and I mean it. And I mean it to this day. My best friend, one of my best friends in boxing, who's in the Hall of Fame, who I had for 6-7 years and made countless defenses, is Terry Norris.
Exciting.
So that's a black man. That's one of my best fighters. Are you kidding me? So it wasn't something that I said in a racist.
I know that, Abel.
It was a style. It was a style that I despise because it's bad for my business. It's bad for boxing. It's bad for fan appreciation.
I understand. That's why when I asked you the question, I asked you to explain what you said in your own words. and I didn't accuse you of anything because I know how media goes and twists things around, and there's agendas out there. I'm aware of that.
There's an agenda with some people, and that's okay. That's okay. That's how they get their listeners. That's how they get their viewership. That's how they get their YouTube things played. That's okay. You know, I know what I have, and I know what I've done. Now I know what my history is.
Of course.
And as long as I am content looking in the mirror with what I've done, that's good enough for me.
But are you annoyed, Abel, when your words are mistaken or twisted, or you know, because it paints a picture of you within the media, which is you don't care.
No. I don't. You know what? I tell you why? Because everybody's got an opinion. There's 4 organizations in this boxing, major organizations. There's 70 world champions. That means there's 68 genius coaches out there that think that their way is the only way. The same thing with the journalists. Journalists all have an agenda. They all want to do what is best for them, not for the sport, but for them. And most of the people talking and most of the people making those comments have never had the opportunity to coach, to manage, to promote, to spend some money on a fighter. So when people like that make comments, it's for me to worry about it, for me to lose sleep on it. I have to go out and get my guys ready to fight the next fight. That's not my concern. I know who I am, and you know who I am.
Absolutely.
And people that know me know who I am and what I've done. So that they have an agenda, those people, that's okay. That's their business.
Abel, let's close this on a great note. What is something that people can look forward to in boxing that also makes you excited as well?
To tell you the truth, I'm really excited about Wilder Joshua. Heck of a fight, honestly. I mean, I have some great champions, but I'm really excited about Wilder Joshua. I hope they put that together this year.
Well,
seriously,
Joshua's fighting Big Baby Miller next, so that's what I understand.
Yeah, well, I hope that if it's not this year, it's the beginning of next, because I think that that's the fight. Other than, of course, Canelo Golovkin, but for not being associated with me, I think that that's the fight that I'm looking most forward to.
And the Furies.
And wait. And I hope that I'm wrong. I hope that I'm wrong and it becomes a 12-round classic fight. And Joshua gets hit and gets up, and they both get hit and they get up. And I hope it's that kind of Larry Holmes, Ernie Shavers kind of fight where Ernie hits him with that right hand, he knocks him down. Who the hell thought he was going to get back up? Because Ernie was like a puncher like Wilder.
Yep.
But that's what I'm looking forward to. Because I think it's great for boxing.
But who do you think wants stuff? Do you think Joshua wants it? Do you think Wilder wants it? Or do you think promoters are in the way?
I think that they both want it, but I think that this has become such a business. Boxing has become such a business that they have to come together on egos, I think, more than anything, because the money is there. They just got to come together. Because look, what's the difference between 20 million and 23 million? You know, I mean, really, it's millions. So they got to come together on the monies. But they're both deserving of whatever it is that they get, because I think they have both done tremendous things in their division, in the heavyweight division, in their respective areas. I think they both answered Paul and have given us the kind of fights that merit them meeting in the ring and fighting for a hell of a lot of money.
Closing note: the Furies and Crawford Horn.
The Furies, I think that the younger Fury, I think, is overrated. I don't think he's going to be any kind of player in the heavyweight division in the future. I think that Tyson has got to get his head together. I think that boxing has to be number one on his agenda, and he could be a player, but until that happens, it's going to be difficult for him to compete. In order to compete with these young guys, it's not Klitschko he's fighting anymore. It'll be these two young guys, whether it be Wilder or Joshua, that are very hungry, that are very young, that are very strong, that are very athletic. It's not an old man Klitschko that he's going to be fighting. He's going to have to be prepared very well and be completely focused on the task at hand. If not, then it won't be pretty.
Okay. You said that Hughie Fury was overrated. Why do you believe this?
When I say overrated, I mean overrated on the level of what they think they have. I think that Dylan White beats him easily, think Dylan White is not on the level of Joshua or Wilder. I think he's overrated because of his name of Tyson, but he's a very good fighter. But he's just not at the level where those guys are that I've been talking about.
And Spence Horn.
Who's that? I don't know.
Spence. Errol Spence versus Jeff Horn.
Oh, Errol Spence. Oh, Errol Spence is too much.
Not Errol Spence.
Is one of my favorite.
Sorry.
Yeah, one of my favorite fighters.
Not Spence. Sorry, Crawford. Crawford. Sorry, Crawford. Crawford Horn.
Is that, so Crawford is another one of my favorite fighters. I think that he is, him and Errol are the elite right now in the welterweight division. That's a fight that I would. It's like when Alexa Arguello fight Aaron Pryor. Those are my two favorite fighters of all time.
Yep.
For Terrence Crawford to fight Errol Spence would be that kind of situation for me. It's two of my favorite fighters in that division. It'd be difficult for me to see. I think Terrence Crawford is too much for Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn caught Manny on a good night in his own country, but Terrence Crawford is a different fighter than Manny Pacquiao.
And Manny Pacquiao, Matisse?
Manny Pacquiao, Matisse is too slow for him.
Okay. Abel, thank you so much for talking to BWTM Sports. As always, do you have a final message to people listening?
Just that, we have some important fights coming up. Hopefully the 5th is the kind of fight that the fans want to see and support, because it's not our fault that this situation happened. Hopefully they put something together so that we at least you can see Golovkin in the ring. We have Gassiev fighting Usyk, which is it should be a barn burner on the 11th of May in Saudi Arabia, and a bunch of young kids coming up. I just had Arsene Goulamarian fight for the cruiserweight title, WBA cruiserweight title in France. He knocked out an undefeated fighter, 24-0, whose name was Marie. I think he's a Belgian kid. Had Michel Soro fight John Vera from Dallas, Texas, and beat him easily in a 12-round decision, becoming the interim 154-pound champion. His next fight should be for a world title. And I have another young man from France named Louis Dutoin, who fought his 11th fight and got a second-round knockout. So we have some very good prospects, and hopefully we'll be crowning more champions soon.
Abel, as always, thank you so much for talking to BWTM Sports.
Thank you very much, Ingram. You have a great night, and thank you to your fans, too.
Thank you so much. So there you have it. You asked for Abel Sanchez. You've had Abel Sanchez. That's it from BWTM Sports. We hope that you've enjoyed the interview. We hope that we hope that you've got all the questions answered. For those of you who just joined us, we asked from Andrade to Billy Joe Saunders to Charlo to even what's his name? Oh, the guy, I forgot his name now. The Puerto Rican guy, Cotto fighting Golovkin. So we mix that. We asked as many questions as always. But we had Sanchez on the line. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sure a lot of those quotes will be coming out at some point in the media in the next few days. As always, don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave your comments. This has been BWTM Sports, and we're out. Take care.